Today I'm going to talk about Plickers. Plickers is something that was used during my classes at Iowa State and something I decided to use while I student taught and have now used in a couple classrooms in my computers classes. It is something, if you kind of get the idea of clickers, when you would post questions and they would all have clickers. This is a little bit different, but kind of the same concept. This is aimed to be a low-tech, high-tech. And I say that because with this, the only one using technology is actually just the teacher. And you will use technology for posting the question on the board or smartboard, whatever you have, and using like an iPad or your personal phone to scan the answers. So with Plickers, students will all be assigned little Plickers cards that look just like this. It's a card that kind of just has like a QR code, and they all are specific to a certain number. And you can download like a PDF, which I'll show you, of I believe like up to 30. You can also buy them online. Really all that gets you is they come already laminated and cut out. Otherwise you just print it for free and laminate them. So I'm on the Plickers website, so you could just go and you hit continue with Google. Even if you haven't signed up before, this is your first time, you can just sign in with Google. You sign in, I'll sign in with my school. Now I already have a library because I've already tried to. So then you have your classes over here on the left, which you would hit new class, and then you would enter what the class is called. So mine will be a test class. And then you would add your students, and you would add your students to that class. Now you're going to automatically have a demo class. They just give you that. So in my demo class, I have 22 students. If you recognize these names, they're from The Office. Huge fan, woot woot. So I have my students in this class. All my students are already listed. And then the first time that you show this to your class, you just hit class roster. And then it'll show this up on the screen, and it has their names along with the number that they are assigned. Now this number is the card that they are assigned. Now the nice thing about this program is that if this is something that you would be interested in using in your classroom, once you assign this, and once or you could even print this. If this doesn't change, if you have students coming in and out, their numbers might change. If you have a set number of students that isn't changing at all, this is something you could print, maybe post in your classroom somewhere as a reminder. And then the cards can just stay. You can have a location in your classroom where all the cards are. They could be maybe they keep it and store it in their desk, or they store it in their mailbox, wherever. It's totally up to you. But once you have the cards, then you're good. Then you never need to download or print anything else. The only work comes with making the questions, which I will get to. So I'll get out of this. So we have our class. They give you a demo class. Obviously, you would set yours up and name it whatever you are, first grade, third grade, social studies, science, whatever you would like that to be. Then you add your students in. Unfortunately, the only way to add students is either typing their names in first and last, or I do believe you have the ability, if you would already have a spreadsheet somewhere with all of their names, you can import that. So that's a lot faster. I wish it integrated with Google Classroom that way. That would be great. But unfortunately, they do not have that feature at this moment. So you would create your class, add your students, and you're halfway there. Next, you're going to make your questions. So you would go up to a new set, and that's going to bring you to here. You can title the set. I'm going to call that test set. And then you add your questions. So then you can say, how do I make a Plickers set? And with every question, you have 4 choices. Each card has A, B, C, or D. So then you put, I'm just going to say 1, 2, 3, 4 as my possible answers for this purpose. And then you mark which one is the right answer. Now it automatically marked this, but if you want to change it, if you notice right here, it says press Shift plus Enter to make this the correct answer anyway. So I just hit Shift and Enter, and now C is the right choice. Students will not see that, it's just on your end. So C is the right answer. And then you hit this plus up here, plus, add a new question. The only thing with the free version, this is completely free, but when you have the free version, you can only do 5 questions per set. Now, if you would pay for the pro, you can do an unlimited amount of questions in a set. Now you can make multiple sets and then just play them back to back. It really doesn't take that much more effort. Because if we go and learn about the pro, it is, obviously a charge. You can have a free trial. You just kind of get a few more things. You get unlimited reports, kind of shared packs. So you would have the ability to kind of share different packs of questions with other educators, and instant images, unlimited score sheet, and kind of support options. That all just depends on how much is this being used actually in multiple classrooms, on whether or not that might be worth it. But the free, I think, works great, especially if you want just a quick review, up to 5 questions per set. You could just make multiple sets, and just play them back to back. So then you get as many questions as you want. The difference would come in to be able to have a lot of questions in one set. Now, that being said, I'm showing you how to ask your questions, A, B, C, D, and then you just put in your answers here. And then you would do that up to 5 times per set. You do have the option of adding and inserting an image. So you can click that and insert an image. So here is my puppy. And I could put my puppy on there, and then ask a question and then give those options. But that's how you make a set. So then once you have a set, it'll say that. So now I have test set right there. So then you can go into your class, so demo set, and then it'll give you the sets that you have. And then you can just add that to that class as a set that you want to play with them. And then you are ready to go. So when you would like to use this, what you're going to need as the educator is a computer that is logged in, or a smart board that is able to go to this website. You will log into plickers.com, you will go to your class, and then your set that you had added to that class should be ready to go. And then all you would do is hit play now, and then this will come up. So this is what will display to the students, and then it'll have question 1, how do I make a Plicker set? And this is where the rest of the technology comes into play. You as a teacher will use whatever device of your choice. I'm going to show you what it's like to use your phone. So I will show you from the mobile end what that is like. So if on your phone, you go to the App Store and you download the Plickers app, it's going to look like this. It kind of has that like check mark, and it looks like, like quiz cards. I have it downloaded, so I'm going to open that up. Now, it already shows that the test set is running, so you can just click on that. That is nice. It synchronizes, so if you start something on your computer, your app will automatically know, hey, it's going. So you could just click on that right here, and then this is what it looks like while you're running it. So it shows you the class, how do I make a Plicker set, and then you now have mobile control of the game. And so how it works is, here is the question posted, this is what's up on the board, and you see it on your phone. And when you are ready, you will say that to the class, and the class will use their cards. So as a student, you will grab your card. Each card has the number in every corner, so that's how they would know it's their card for sure. And every card has A, B, C, or D. So when I look at this, how do I make a Plicker set? And if I wanted to answer C, I would then find C, and I would hold that straight up in the air, just like this, however you want. A note, don't have them cover it with their fingers, otherwise this will not work. Or to kind of have it, it has to be just straight at you as a teacher, and then hold it up. Then as the educator, you will hit this circle button down here on the bottom, and that will open up the camera, and the camera will show the names will pop up on the board, and then all they have to do is take their card, They have to hold it up, and then with your camera, you just scan it. And it takes their answer. And as you see, Toby lit up, he was scanned in. I'm not going to scan all of these cards, but it would scan the whole class as you move that around. And then you can go ahead and hit the red square when you're done. And then you can show the correct answer. It is 3, I got it wrong, or Toby. And you can show the graph, so then it would show what the answers were. It doesn't tell the students who got it wrong, who got it right. You don't even have to show them that graph where it would show a line of how many put each answer. That's all on you. You can just show them the correct answer, and you can show them a graph of how many answered each one. Students won't know, who answered what. They will just know how many, if you show them, got it right or got it wrong. You as a teacher will get a report for every student, how they did in all of the questions, and it will happen instantly when you scan. You will see that it turns green or it turns red. I will do one more just so you can see multiple colors. So then I will hit this right arrow on the bottom and go to the next question. The next question was A, B, C, D, E, kind of a what comes next. And so then when you're ready, you would hit the circle, the blue lit circle again, start your scanning. You would look around the room and you would get all these answers. And if you notice, it is lighting up red if it's sensing that it's wrong, and it's lighting up green if they hold up the correct answer. And only you on your phone will see that. And then when you are done, you hit that button again. You can show the correct answer, and then on the board you can show how many guessed each one to each kid. And that's about it. A lot like some other programs that I've talked about, what is great about it is it's open-ended. You can ask any question you want. It can be about any subject you want. You can be reviewing for anything. It can be just a reward, a kind of a fun thing if you're making it fun type questions. It can be in a quiz format. It's totally up to you. So you would just log into the website. You would log in, create your account, set up your class, add your students, and then make your questions. And all you have to have is these cards printed out, and you are good to go. There's a little more to reports and stuff that you can see after each one. It'll kind of show you like the score sheet and reports of how they went. But if you need to learn a little more about that, you can contact me, and I'd like to talk to you. I think it's great. It's kind of a fun new way to quiz students, kind of get them interacted, but yet not rely on technology all of the time. So it's kind of a low-tech, high-tech. Low-tech for the students, all they need is a piece of paper. I recommend laminating for durability, but this is all they need, and they can answer questions. And it's kind of a great, quick assessment. The app works great. It recognizes them really fast. The only issues you will have is if they cover it with their fingers, then it's not going to scan. But it does a good job. I've tested with students, all the way on the other side of a classroom, trying to make it as hard as it can, and the app gets it. So I think it works great. It's an option to use in your classroom, and let me know if you would like to hear more about it. Thanks.